Okay, we're back. We're going to be doing another reaction video. This time is the one that nobody I think knew was coming last weekend.
I didn't see it coming. And like I just said, I've been saying, I heard DC ruled Comic-Con. I mean, I heard that they reigned mighty and all that good stuff.
If from a competitive standpoint, you could say that, but like as a fan, I was just happy to just see just some good stuff coming out. So
no, I'm always happy to see everything, but I feel like they kind of dominated it, huh?
Yeah, well, usually that was Marvel's thing, but Marvel's.
Or even like just a lot of the other series, you know, like sometimes it was for a while it was like The Walking Dead and the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But it's like DC was like, no.
We're back.
Sit down.
Yeah, not just TV stuff.
Sit down.
I mean, yeah, they showed a bunch of the trailers for like, Arrow and DC's Legends of Tomorrow and Flash, but said, oh, here's our cinematic stuff. And they came in with, again, what we didn't expect to come dropping, which was the Justice League. I didn't know. So we're going to watch it in 3, 2, 1.
Let's see it. Okay. I'm like really excited.
Okay.
There is a stranger who comes to this village from the sea. He comes in the winter when people are hungry and brings fish. He comes on the king tide. That was last night.
Batfleck! He looked at me! Oh my god! It's what's his face?
Talk. I believe that an enemy is coming from far away. I'm looking for warriors.
Oh my god.
This stranger. Others like him. I'm building an alliance to defend us. It's very important that I see this man. Barry Allen. Bruce Wayne.
You said that like it explains why there's a total stranger sitting in the dark in my second favorite chair.
He said he'll fight with us?
More or less.
So this picks up where they left off.
Yeah.
Probably more or less.
He said no.
He said no.
Look, man, I don't know who you are, but whoever you're looking for,
So you're fast.
that feels like an oversimplification.
I'm putting together a team. People with special abilities.
Everybody's putting together that
See, I believe
team.
enemies are coming.
Stop right there. I'm in.
You are? Just like that?
Yeah, I need friends.
Great.
Can I keep this?
That's different.
I heard about you. Didn't think you were real. I'm real when it's useful. Arthur Curry. I hear you can talk to fish.
Okay.
Okay. I really like it. There was a little comedy in there.
Yeah. Now that's the thing. People are wondering if this is stuff that
it
was.
felt very Avenger-ish. It did. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No.
It felt very-
I would never make a comparison.
Yes, I did. It's very Tony Stark and Spider-Man.
Yeah, and that's it.
Awkward, young,
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're him. Oh, you're you.
Mhm.
Oh, so you do this. Oh, so you do that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Now the thing I wondered
It's cool.
is
I'm still gonna watch it.
people were wondering is whether this was stuff that they already were trying to have in the film prior to all some of the negative feedback from Batman vs Superman. It was like kind of their plan anyway.
I guess what it is with DC, you expect them to be more serious because they just take themselves very seriously, and which is good.
Right.
You know, that's what they're known for. Versus Marvel, they are known for making fun of themselves and cracking jokes and being that guy. You know.
Yeah, for the most
But
part.
for the most part, right? So DC, it was a little. I don't know. That little right there between him and Flash was a little.
Yeah, that was kind of like
Very different.
Very,
I'm like, did Batfleck just smile? I think he smiled.
which again,
He said.
Well, again, more that kind of little thing where he kind of let a little dig on Arthur Curry about, he talked to fish.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a little bit of a dig. It's did that because I would say this about Aquaman is, again, he'd always been a joke in the DC universe forever.
Because he was such a pussy.
Yeah, but I blame that on mostly the Super Friends cartoon, and he had like a...
I loved the Super Friends cartoons.
Not the way they played him. Him was
Yeah,
like,
they made him pussy.
and he was like, he had his own even little show he had with Aqualad, even like in the late 60s.
That I don't remember too much.
Oh, I
but
remember that one because
I think that's the one where he was like kissing and hugging fish or something.
well, he was riding giant seahorses.
Right.
Yeah.
Wasn't it dolphins too?
No, I mean he had.
Was it just the seahorses?
He was riding
How
seahorses.
did they get so giant?
And yeah, exactly. And they had like they had a walrus in there, which again made no sense. It was like hanging around him, so it didn't help. The 52 reboot basically gave him some balls.
Mm-hmm.
I will say about his look though. And
His look is incredible.
but compared,
It's strong. It's godlike.
but in terms of compared to the like, and again it was. I would say it's also about Ezra Miller. Well, I gotta admit now.
Ezra Miller. I've loved him. Like I said, ever since I saw him in We Need to Talk About Kevin.
But again, I liked Grant Gustin as Barry Allen on a TV show, so I was kind of like, why would they go for somebody different? Him, I like as you know.
I think you will have. I think yours probably going to need to grow on you because you've been much more invested in the show.
But it took a while for me to even get used to Grant Gustin because Barry Allen, much like even Arthur Curry, they're blondes.
Yeah.
And it definitely plays in for Aquaman because there's this thing in the comic books where
Isn't he a ginger?
no, he's blonde, and actually there's a curse in the comic books. They said
Thinking of his shirt.
They said that there's a curse in Atlantis. Believe that if you have blonde hair and you can talk to marine life, that's mean that you have the curse of some character named Korvac.
Mm-hmm.
So there was always that whole thing with Atlanteans. Yeah, they had him as king, but they always kind of didn't quite trust him because of that whole. Because there was a character from like Atlantis' past who had blonde hair. He could talk to marine life, and he was like a tyrant. So they wondered, oh God, this guy's got blonde hair. He can talk to marine life. Is he part of that same bloodline? So him having.
But let me just. I understand. They're always gonna. I've come to accept now that's like the comic books are one monster, and the movies and the series are like 3 different monsters we're working with.
Right.
Which I would need to get to talk about my monsters, which.
Right.
But I love his look for
Okay.
what it is.
Meh.
For being, like who's directing this?
I think actually Zack Snyder. Yeah, see, now you're cringing. Now you're worried. It's like, okay, see? Okay, you're worried a little bit. Now I said, okay, how is he going to mess this up? You see, now I said, now you're worried. Now you're worried. Now you're worried. I said,
He's got some he's got some powerhouses. I mean,
Right.
seriously, Ezra Miller, I know that you're going to have to let him grow on you. He is a strong actor.
Okay.
This man is a strong actor.
Now, would you say that his parts before this work as comedic? Or
No.
Okay, so this is, in a sense, a departure from his past roles.
Well, in Perks of Being a Wallflower, there were parts where he was a little bit comedic, only because it's the movie is like coming of age.
Yeah.
So it's like silly things that kids do or say.
Right.
So yeah, it's comedic in that sense, but no, he's never done like a comedy like how Will Ferrell does a comedy.
Right.
But still, I think he can hold his own.
Mm-hmm.
He's very strong. I mean, we know Batfleck's gonna nail it.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're not worried about that.
we're not worried about that. At this point, I'm kind of concerned about the script.
Again, but we don't. Yeah, but we don't know anything about the script.
We don't know who wrote.
I mean, we know generally that, at least based upon things we've read, that Steppenwolf is going to be the villain. Mm-hmm. And of course, you saw the image of like those ancient humans
Aquaman, though.
about
Jeez.
burying that mother box. So it's going to be getting that mother box. I will say that the Gal Gadot's, at least the way she's portraying Wonder Woman.
I love how they made her. I love
But
her.
you see the difference between how she was a little bit more innocent in her solo Wonder Woman trailer, as opposed to she's now more worldly and more confident. At least appears to be in this one. So apparently, time has
I don't want to
passed.
say maybe innocent. I think she was more naive of the
Yeah,
world.
yeah. She had no exposure to the outside world. She was
Right, so
always
she
on
was more
Themyscira.
naive, and literal, I guess you could say. She's
Yeah.
very literal. She
Yes.
did get how the world's very sarcastic and ironic at times.
Yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to it. Zack Snyder kind of put a dent.
Okay, and I gotta admit,
Just a little dent in my little heart.
the only actor I have no frame of reference for is Ray Fisher as Cyborg.
Okay.
He's the only one. Again, I think this might be his first big, his first film, maybe.
Has he done any shows?
I don't know. I've never seen him before.
Okay.
So he's like a total unknown for me. But again,
Could be his breakout role.
Could be, and then I know that
he could be the one to shine. He could be the shiniest star in the sky for all we know.
I mean, I know that when he's going to get his solo film, but when they do a Flash solo film, Cyborg is going to be part of it. So it's almost going to be like a buddy cop movie with the younger guys of the team.
Right.
So that's cool.
I'm still looking forward to it. Zack Snyder, please don't fucking drop the ball, motherfucker.
Okay, so
you're making me scratch my head.
So overall, trailer, good.
Yes.
Trailer's good. Again, the unknown element to this is more what can Zack Snyder just don't mess it up.
Yeah, that's my only concern. I'm not concerned about these actors.
No.
I love what I see.
Right.
Even the new guy, he fits.
Yeah.
Physically,
He
to
fits
the
the look.
eye,
He
he
fits the
fits.
looks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how he acts, but I don't see them getting anybody weak with this cast.
Right. So
it's a strong cast.
And of course, we don't see Henry Cavill.
No, we don't.
Nope. So of course we know Superman's got to be part of it. Whether he'll pop up at the end of the movie.
They probably just don't want to give us too much.
Yeah, I mean,
they're like let them squeal in the movie theater.
Yeah, so like let us marinate and let
us tell our friends, hey, guess who showed up in there?
Yeah, I mean people know it's gonna show up, but I guess they don't want to make the mistake like they did with Batman vs Superman and like do the Doomsday reveal, which was kind of a letdown, at least for me when I saw it. Oh, Doomsday, okay.
Yeah, it was like.
So
I was like, by the way, there's this dude right over here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you get that? Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
That was it.
So basically, that's our opinions on Justice League.
Yeah.
So we're good.
Yes.
Okay. Catch you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.